Go saddle up my little gray horse and saddle him so gaily that I may ride to the king's castle and plead for the life of Georgie. She rode on till she got there. She was both wet and weary, combing back her long yellow hair, saying, "Lawyers, here is money." Lawyers got up and spoke for George, but the good it wasn't any. By your own conduct you'll have to die, and the Lord have mercy on you. George got up and spoke for himself, but the good it wasn't any. He stole 6 of the king's best steeds and sold them in Bohemia. George was hung with a golden chain that was not made for many, because he came of a noble race and courted a virtuous lady. I have not rode on the king's highways, and I have not murdered any, but 6 white steeds of the king's I stole and sold them in Bohemia.
A pretty fair miss out in her garden, a brave young soldier came riding by, saying, "Pretty fair miss, will you marry a soldier who has come so far to marry you?" "Oh, no, kind sir, a man of honor, a man of honor you may be, but how can you impose on a lady when she's not worthy your bride to be? I have a sweetheart out on the ocean, just 7 long years been gone from me. And if he's gone just 7 years longer, no man on earth can marry me." He slipped his hand into his pocket, his fingers being slender and small. He showed to her the ring she gave him. Straightway before him she did fall. He picked her up in his arms, and the kisses gave her 1, 2, 3, saying, "Pretty fair miss, will you marry a soldier who's come so far to marry thee?"
In yonder's town where I was born, there was a fair maid dwelling, mighty every youth to wheel and row. Her name was Barbry Allen. One day, in the month of May, when the green leaves were swelling, young William came from the western state and courted Barbry Allen. It was early in the month of June, when the flowers were blooming. Young William on his deathbed lay, for the love of Barbry Allen. He sent his servant through the town to the place where she was dwelling, saying, "Love, there is a call for you, if your name be Barbry Allen." Oh, slowly, slowly she pitched up, and slowly she came nigh him. The only word she said to him, "Well, young man, I think you're dying." "Oh, yes, I'm sick and very sick, and on my deathbed lying. But better for thee, I'm sure to be. One kiss from you would cure me. I could be sick and very sick, and on your deathbed lying. But better for me, you'll never, never be, though your heart's blood were a spilling. For don't you remember the other night when you were in town a-drinking? You drank the health to the ladies all around and slighted Barbry Allen. Oh, yes, I remember the other night when I was in the town a-drinking. I drink a hell to the ladies all around, but my heart to Barbry Allen. Let's quit.
Young men and maids, pray lend attention to these few lines that I shall write. A comely youth that I shall mention, who courted a lady fair and bright. As soon as the parents came to know it, they strove to part them night and day, to part him from his own dear jewel, for she was poor, they had heard them say. This damsel being both fair and pretty, she saw the grief that he went through. She wandered forth and left the city, some pleasant shady grove to view. Then she pulled out a silver dagger and pierced it through her own true heart, saying, "Let this be a faithful warning, never to young true love part." Her true love lost out in the thicket, he thought he heard his true love's voice. He ran to her like one distracted, saying, "Oh, my love, I am quite lost." Her eyes like stars were brightly beaming, said, "Oh, my love, you've come too late. Prepare to meet me on Mount Zion, where all our love can be more great." Then he picked up the blood-stained weapon and pierced it through his own true breast, and thus did say, as he did stagger, "Farewell, my love, I'm gone to rest."
There was a wealthy merchant in a city he did dwell. He had an only daughter, the sailor loved so well. Ho, Lilly, ho, Lilly, ho. The drum began to beat, the fife began to play, and off to the field of battle they all did march away. Ho, Lilly, ho, Lilly, ho. Before you come on board, sir, your name I'd like to know. She answered with a smiling face, they call me John Monroe. Ho, Lilly, ho, ho, Lilly, ho. Your waist is little and slender, your fingers are too small, your cheeks too red and rosy to face the cannonball. Ho, Lilly, ho, ho, Lilly, ho. I know my waist is little and slender, my fingers they are small, but it only makes me tremble to see 10,000 fall. Ho, Lilly, ho, ho, Lilly, ho. And when the war was ended, she made a circle round among the dead and wounded, her darling one she found. Ho, Lilly, ho, ho, Lilly, ho. She picked him up, she carried him to the town, and called for a London doctor to heal his bleeding wounds. Ho, Lilly, ho, ho, Lilly, ho.
Walking in the parlor, walking in the day, walking in the parlor, let a man play. Walking in the parlor, walking in the day, walking in the parlor, play all day.
Come all you fair and tender ladies, take warning how that you love young men. They are like a star in the bright summer morning. They do appear and then are gone. They'll sit by your side and tell you many stories. They'll tell you of the love they have for you, and away they go and court another that shows the love they have for you. Once I had an old true lover, indeed I thought he was my own. Away he went and courted another, and left me here to weep and mourn. I wish I was a little sparrow, and had wings that I could fly. When my true love was courting another, I guess I'd be somewhere close by. But I'm not a little sparrow, and have not wings that I can fly. So I'll sit down in grief and sorrow, and sing and pass my troubles by.
Yeah, darling, darling, rise up, hey, do, hey, cry, cry, hey, do, hey, cry. You can come and play with me, Lord. Come and play with me, Lord. Come and play with me. Let it be noisy, let it be quiet, let it be free, a poor girl. The love will find me no more. Can rock and money and a fish in the street. A single woman like a fool out of me. Said you don't quit your running ways. Be in some county jail, my love. Be in some county jail. The war is a-raging, and Johnny, you must fight. I long to be with you from morning till night. I'll cut off my hair and men's clothing I'll put on. I'll go marching by your side as you go marching on. As you go marching on, that's what grieves my heart so. Oh, may I go with you? No, my love, no. Your waist, it's too slender, your fingers, they're too small. Your cheeks too red and rosy to face the cannonball. I know my waist is slender, my fingers, they're too small, but it never makes me tremble to see 10,000 fall. To see 10,000 fall, that's what grieves my heart so. Oh, may I go with you? No, my love, no.
Oh, yonder come may be red, how I know. Nobody's sweet little gal, hell ain't you dancing low. I can corn home, Lord in the pen, to feed him all I want is some little gal to feed him when I'm gone. It's hard to love, not to be loved, hard to grieve your mom. Every time I ramble around, be coming back. Yonder comes baby, to hunger head and cry. Said yonder goes the meanest man ever lived with God. Next time, see darling, big baby please. Said yonder comes sweetest man ever lived to breathe. Corn, just corn in the crib, you can feed him all I want is some little gal to feed him when I'm gone. Said a pig in the pen, a lordy, yeah, some corn to feed him all I want is some little gal to feed him when I'm gone. Hard to love, not to be loved, hard to grieve your mom. Every town around, we're coming back. hard to read your mind. Every town around they're coming back tonight. Picking the pin, Lord, yeah, some corn to feed him all. All I want is some little gal to feed her when gone.
Come all you roving rangers, wherever you may be, I'll tell you of some trouble that happened unto me. My name is nothing extra, and it I will not tell. To all of you true rangers, I'm sure I wish you well. It was at the age of 16 I joined a jolly band and marched from western Texas into the Indian land. Our captain, he informed us, perhaps he thought it right, that when we reached the mountains that we would have to fight. I saw the Indians coming and heard them give the yell. My feelings at that moment no human tongue can tell. I saw the smoke ascending, it almost reached the sky. The very first thought that struck me, it's now my time to die. It was then I thought how mother in tears to me would say, to you they are all strangers, with me you'd better stay. I thought she was old and childish, the best she did not know. My mind was bent on roving, and I was bound to go. I saw the rifles glistening, the bullets round me hailed. My heart it sank within me, my courage almost failed. I heard the captain shouting, I heard the brave command. To arms, he shouted, and by your horses stand. We fought them 9 long hours before the fight was o'er. The like of dead and wounded I never saw before. 9 of as brave young soldiers as ever trod the West were buried by their comrades with bullets in their breast. I'm still a roving ranger, but not like once before. My little black-eyed Mary, I'll see the girl no more. My situation's altered, as you can plainly see. I have no friends or sweetheart to weep and mourn for me. guess it's about right. Polly, pretty Polly, your guess is about right. I dug on your grave over half of my side. Well, he went out to the jailhouse, and what did he say? He went out to the jailhouse, and what did he say? I feel pretty Polly, I'm trying to get away.
George Allen rode home one cold winter night. George Allen rode home so fine. George Allen rode home one cold winter night, taken sick and dying. Sweet Mary was in his sitting room, sewing silk so fine. And when she learned that poor Georgie was dead, she threw her silk aside. She wept, she moaned, yes, she wept and she moaned, she wept and moaned all day. Her mother said, oh Mary dear, you'll meet him again someday. Yes, Georgie rode home one cold winter night. George Allen rode home so fine. George Allen rode home one cold winter night and taken sick and died.
Been in Washington many more weeks than 3 when I fell in love with a pretty little girl and she fell in love with me. She took me in her parlor, she cooled me with a fan, she whispered low in her mother's ear, I love this gambling man. Oh dear daughter, what makes you treat me so? To leave your dear old mother and with a gambler go. Oh mother, my dear mother, you know I love you well, but the love I have for the gambling man, the human tongue can't tell. I've gambled up in Washington, I gambled over in Spain. I'm going back to Georgie to gamble my last game. I hear that train a-coming around the curve, a whistling and a blowing, straining every nerve. Oh mother, my dear mother, I'll tell you if I can, if you ever see me coming again, I'll be with a gambling man.
I'm going away to leave you, dear. I'm going away for Heaven it seems to be. This world would lose its motion, love, if I feel false to thee. Who will shoot your pretty little feet? Who will fold your hand? Who will kiss your rose red cheek when I'm some foreign land? These storms are on the ocean. Heaven it seems to be. This world will lose its motion, love, if I prove false to thee. Papa will shoot my pretty little feet. Mama will glove my hand. And you may kiss my rose red cheek when you return again. These storms are on the ocean. Heaven it seems to be. This world will lose its motion, love, if I prove false to thee. Oh, have you seen that mournful dove flying from time to time? It's weeping for its own true love, just like I weep for mine. These storms are on the ocean. Heaven it seems to be. This world will lose its motion, love, if I prove false to thee. I'll never go back on the ocean, love. I'll never go back on the sea. I'll never go back on the blue-eyed girl till she goes back on me. These storms are on the ocean. Heaven it seems to be. This world would lose its motion, love, if I could false to thee.
I came to this country in 1809. So many pretty women, but I didn't see mine. I looked all around me and I was alone. Oh, a stranger in this country and a long ways from home. Come, all you young men, when you first starting out, don't place your affection on a smiling sweetheart. They'll go dancing before you, your favor to gain. Young men, take warning, for it's labor in vain. Green grow the wild olives and the rushes grow small. Now love is a thing that'll conquer us all. I know by experience, my mind teach me so. Young you're not your own man. Can't go when you want to, come back when you can. Your wife will embrace you and tell you bad news. Young men, take warning, for it's a sad life to choose. Green grow the wild olives and the rushes grow small. Now love is a thing that'll conquer us all. I know by experience, my mind teach me so. All to your own opinion, but you know that it's so.
Over yonder stand little Maggie with a dram glass in her hand. She's a drinking down her trouble and according to some other man. First time I saw little Maggie on the banks of the deep blue sea with a 44 around her and a banjo on her knee. Sometimes I have a nickel. Sometimes I have a dime. Sometimes I have $10 just to pay little Maggie's fine. Oh, how can I ever stand it just to see those two blue eyes? There are sparks in my the diamond in the sky.
was a home in North Carolina where this murder he was found. His name was Charlie Lawson, and he had a loving wife, but we'll never know what caused him to take his boundless life. They say he killed his wife at first, and the little ones did cry. Please, Papa, won't you spare our life, for it is so hard to die. But the raging man could not be stopped. He would not heed their call. He kept on firing fatal shots until he killed them all. They all were buried in a crowded grave while the angels watched up above. Come home, you little one, to the land of peace and love.
Today has been a lonesome day. Today has been a lonesome day. Today has been a lonesome day. It seems tomorrow will be the same old way. Take care, I'm mother to the burying ground. Take care, I'm mother to the burying ground. Take care, I'm mother to the burying ground. And Ma, the pallbearers let her down. If you ever hear a church bell chime, if you ever hear a church bell tone, if you ever hear a church bell tone, you may know how that she's dead and gone. Oh, dig my grave with a silver spade. Oh, dig my grave with a silver spade. Oh, dig my grave with a silver spade, and mark the place where I must lay. There's one kind favor I ask of you. There's one kind favor I ask of you. There's one kind favor I ask of you. See that my grave is kept clean.